Hi and everyone, welcome. My name's Ian Mack. So in this session, we're going to consider the ballet Giselle. That's not gazelle, Giselle. So the question is, what is this ballet all about? Well, I have seen it only once and it's very haunting and it's very beautiful. And I definitely would recommend it. But before we get to that point in summary, let's consider what the story is and what happens in each of the two acts. So if you're ready, let's get going. Giselle the Ballet was written by two guys, Gautier and Verneuil de Saint-Georges in 1841 in Paris, and it's actually based on a poem. It's traditionally performed in two acts only. It refers to Giselle. It's a romantic ballet about a peasant girl who dies of a broken heart after discovering her lover is a nobleman engaged to someone else. In the afterlife, however, she becomes one of a group of spirits seeking revenge for what's happened to her. So what is the general story of the ballet Giselle? Well, Giselle is a young peasant girl who falls in love with a man named Albrecht, not knowing he's actually a nobleman already engaged to someone else. When the truth comes out, Giselle is so heartbroken that she loses her mind and she simply dies of grief. In Act 2, Giselle's spirit joins the Willis, ghosts of young women who were betrayed before marriage and now haunt the forest at night. The Willis try to force Albrecht to dance to his death, as they do with all men that they find. But Giselle's love is so strong even in death that she forgives Albrecht and protects him from the Willis. As dawn breaks, the Willis vanish, Albrecht is saved, and Giselle returns to her grave, finally at peace. In Giselle, there were five characters worthy of note. First of all, of course, we've got Giselle herself, a sweet, innocent peasant girl who loves to dance. She falls in love with Albrecht and dies of heartbreak when she discovers his betrayal. In Act 2, she returns as a spirit and shows deep compassion by saving him. Albrecht, or Count Albrecht, as is often known, a nobleman disguised as a peasant to woo Giselle. Already engaged to somebody else, his deception leads to Giselle's tragic death. He deeply regrets his actions, however, and is nearly danced to death by the Willies, and we'll explain who the Willies are in a minute. We have Hilarion, a gamekeeper who is genuinely in love with Giselle. He exposes Albrecht's true identity. The Willies later force him to dance to death in the spirit realm. Then we've got Mirtha, the queen of the Willies, a cold and powerful lady. She commands the spirits and enforces the punishment of men who enter the forest, unmoved by love or mercy, but ultimately overruled by Giselle's forgiveness. And finally, the Willies themselves, ghostly spirits of women who died before their weddings. Dressed in white, they haunt the forest and force men to dance until they die. They represent themes of vengeance, loss, and ultimately sorrow. Act 1 is set in a village. The ballet opens in a peaceful village where Giselle, a sweet peasant girl, lives with a protective mother. Giselle loves to dance but has a weak heart, and her mother worries dancing could make her ill. Giselle falls in love with a handsome villager named Lois, who is secretly Count Albrecht in disguise. He's hiding his noble identity, and the fact that he's already engaged is the issue here. Another villager, Hilarion, is also in love with Giselle, and he grows suspicious of Albrecht. When the Duke and his hunting party arrive, Albrecht's true identity is exposed and Giselle learns of his betrayal. Heartbroken and overcome with grief, Giselle descends into madness, reliving joyful memories before collapsing and dying of a broken heart. Act 1 ends with devastation. Albrecht guilt-stricken, Hilarion regretful, and Giselle's mother mourning for her daughter. Act 2 switches from the village to the forest. The moonlit forest is where Giselle has been laid to rest. This is the realm of the Willies, ghostly spirits of young women who died before their weddings. They rise at night led by their cold and commanding queen Mirtha and force any man they encounter to dance until he dies. Firstly, they capture Hilarion, who mourns at Giselle's grave, and they make him dance to exhaustion until he falls lifeless. Soon after, Albrecht arrives, heartbroken and consumed with guilt. The will is prepared to destroy him too, but Giselle's spirit appears. Though now one of them, she still loves Albrecht and pleads to save him. Through the night she protects him, dancing with him and shielding him from the Willies' wrath until dawn breaks. With morning light, the spirits lose their power and vanish. Giselle forgives Albrecht, returning peacefully to her grave, whilst Albrecht is left alive, grieving and transformed by her enduring love. It is a true tragedy. Things worthy of note in Giselle, well, unlike kind fairies in other ballets, the Willies are vengeful ghosts who kill men through relentless dancing. Their appearance in Act 2 with dancers in white tutus under moonlight I find haunting and unforgettable. The Willy, which is plural for Willis, is a supernatural spirit of Slavic and Central European folklore. It features prominently in this ballet, of course. And they are, of course, the Willies are ghosts of women, young women who died before their wedding day, which I find very, very tragic. They often have died because of heartache or betrayal. Because they were denied their chance at love and marriage, they rise from their graves at night and seek revenge by forcing men to dance until they die. They're elegant, they're eerie, they're dressed in white, and they are led by their icy queen, Mirtha. Also worth noting in Giselle is that in Act 1, Giselle goes mad when she learns of Albrecht's betrayal. This dramatic sequence is one of the most famous acting and dancing challenges in all of ballet. Similarly, the Queen of the Willis dances nearly non-stop in Act 2, requiring stamina, precision, and icy authority. It's often seen as a role for truly seasoned ballerinas. Romance, tragedy, ghosts, technical merit. This beautiful ballet has it all. So it's got to be on your top 5 list to go and see if you get the chance to go and see ballets in real life. What a beautiful thing. So I hope you found this useful as a quick intro to this gorgeous ballet, and I thank you for your time. And until the next one, remember, my name's Ian Mack. Do like and subscribe, and of course, time is knowledge.